My name is Marcus Green. I'm a 42-year-old architect, married to the most brilliant woman I know, and the father of two wonderful kids. I believe in hard work, good coffee, and minding your business. That's always been my code, until we moved into Maple Crest Estates, until Karen. We had saved for over a decade. Rochelle, my wife, is a civil rights attorney who made partner last spring. I landed a sustainable housing contract that gave us the boost we needed. We wanted a better life for Zuri, 10, and Miles, 6. Clean streets, safe schools, a sense of community. Maple Crest had all of it. Private gates, pristine lawns, HOA newsletters with cursive fonts, and a community board that liked to keep things in harmony. It didn't take long to learn who defined harmony around there. Her name was Karen Whitmore. We met her 3 days after we moved in. She showed up in a cardigan the color of rosé, pearls around her neck, and a clipboard in hand. Her smile was tight and preloaded with judgment. "Welcome to the neighborhood," she chirped. "I'm Karen. I run the HOA and coordinate all neighborhood events. We're very proud of our culture here. Everyone's very cohesive." There was that word again. Cohesive. She handed Rochelle a thick packet of rules: lawn heights, garage door timings, trash bin visibility. There were even restrictions on wind chimes. You could feel the control oozing off every page. "We like to preserve a uniform aesthetic," she added. Rochelle raised an eyebrow. "Uniform?" Karen leaned closer. "You know, tasteful, quiet, conservative." I wanted to walk away right there, but we smiled, nodded, and closed the door. "She thinks we're loud," Rochelle muttered. "She thinks we're black," I said. We tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. Big mistake. Within the first month, we received 2 HOA violation notices, one for Zuri's chalk drawings on the sidewalk, unauthorized public art, and another for unpermitted noise during Miles' birthday party. We had 6 kids over. The music was nursery rhymes. It was ridiculous. Rochelle started a folder. "She's targeting us," she said. "I know," I replied, "but let's not give her a reason." We kept our heads down, smiled at neighbors, attended the weekend cleanups, but Karen kept pushing. The final straw came when she knocked on our door about our marigolds. "Your front garden is a bit bright," she said. "We try to stick to neutral palettes, beige, white, and green. Marigolds are a bit loud." "They're flowers," I said. "They're disruptive," she snapped. I stepped forward. "What exactly do you find disruptive, Karen? The flowers or the family that planted them?" She blinked. "I didn't mean," Rochelle stepped between us. "Thanks for your concern, Karen. We'll let the flowers know to tone it down." We shut the door. That night, Rochelle added 3 new tabs to her Karen folder. October came. With it, the Maple Crest annual Harvest BBQ. According to the HOA newsletter, written of course by Karen, it was a beloved community tradition celebrating unity and shared values. Zuri was excited to join the pie-eating contest. Miles wanted to ride the pony. Rochelle offered to bring mac and cheese, but then Zuri came home from school in tears. "She said we're not invited," she sobbed. "Who?" I asked, kneeling beside her. "Rebecca. She said her mom told her we can't come to the barbecue because we don't fit in here." Rochelle's face darkened. "Rebecca's mom," Zuri nodded. "Karen." We emailed the HOA that night. Karen responded the next morning with her signature passive aggression. "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Green, due to budget constraints, this year's BBQ will be by invitation only. While we value all our neighbors, we must prioritize long-standing residents who've participated consistently in HOA-sponsored events. You're welcome to attend if you bring your own food and seating arrangements. Best, Karen Whitmore. Bring your own food? Bring your own chairs? We were in the same neighborhood as everyone else, paid the same dues, followed the same rules, and she wanted us to sit in the corner with our Tupperware? Rochelle didn't even flinch. "Oh, we're going," she said. "And we're going loud." BBQ Day. Rochelle wore a dress the color of a stormy sky, confident, elegant, unstoppable. I wore my crispest polo. Zuri rocked glittery sneakers. Miles wore his superhero cape and sunglasses like a little boss. We wheeled in a cooler, fold-out chairs, and Rochelle's steaming hot tray of mac and cheese. The moment we stepped onto the grass, the air shifted. Forks paused mid-bite. Conversations froze. A few people waved awkwardly. Others turned away. Karen spotted us like a shark sensing blood. She strutted over in a beige pantsuit and matching visor. "Oh, you actually came." "We brought our own chairs," I said. Karen gave a thin smile. Well, just so you know, we've implemented a quick food inspection this year for allergies and, safety. That's funny, Rochelle said. That wasn't mentioned in your newsletter. Karen fumbled. We've had incidents before. No, you haven't, Rochelle cut in. I checked the archives. Not a single food incident in 6 years. Want to know what I did find? Karen froze. I found proxy voting forms, Rochelle said, signed by people who don't live here anymore. Karen's eyes widened. I also found your name listed as HOA president, even though there's no record of a public vote. No minutes, no verification. I stepped closer. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to set up, enjoy this lovely weather, and eat this mac and cheese. If you so much as look at us sideways again, we'll file a civil rights complaint. We'll go to the press, and Rochelle will sue the board, and you personally. A man behind us, white, mid-40s, stepped forward. She's right, he said. This feels wrong. A woman added, they followed the rules. They belong here. Then someone clapped. Karen stormed off. We set up near the playground. Zuri entered the pie contest. Miles rode the pony twice. Rochelle's mac and cheese, gone in 10 minutes. A dozen people asked for the recipe. We thought we'd won. But Karen wasn't done. A week later, we got 5 HOA violations. Unauthorized food service, improper waste disposal, loud attire, yes, loud attire. Rochelle's dress was apparently too visually aggressive. We laughed, then we sued. Rochelle submitted a formal request to review the HOA's voting records. She cited her rights under the Davis-Sterling Act. Karen tried to block it. Bad move. 2 days later, Rochelle filed for discovery. What we found? Karen had falsified her entire election. She had submitted forged proxy votes, 3 of which came from elderly residents who had passed away. 1 woman had been dead for 2 years. Karen had also redirected HOA emails to a private Gmail account. At the next board meeting, Rochelle brought the evidence. It was packed. Karen sat at the front, red-faced and trembling. Rochelle stood calmly and presented printouts, signatures, and timelines. Shelley Raymond, the HOA secretary, took over. We hereby declare Karen Whitmore's presidency invalid. Gasps, then silence. Karen tried to argue. I've done everything for this neighborhood. I made Maple Crest. You abused your authority, Shelley said. You've been removed, effective immediately. Karen was escorted out of the building. She moved out of the neighborhood 3 weeks later. We heard she tried to sell her house off market to avoid awkward questions. Didn't work. Rochelle was unanimously elected to the board. And the next BBQ, we hosted it. Face painting, water balloons, a soul food corner, classic rock, reggae, and a bouncy castle bigger than our garage. Karen was gone, but her shadow still lingered, until we filled the neighborhood with music, laughter, and real community. No clipboards, no pastel cardigans, just people. Last week, Zuri brought home a flyer for the student council election. She was running. Her slogan, fairness, fun, no Karens allowed. That's my daughter. That's my family. And that's how you take back your neighborhood, one bite of mac and cheese at a time.